Good morning, everybody. I want you to know that today is the greatest day to be alive in this world. You have endless opportunity every single moment of the day. You are creating your outside reality by the attitude, the ideas and thoughts that you are creating on the inside. And in today's video message, I have something very important that I must share with everybody. My name is Camden Long, and I want you to know that if you didn't send your students a Happy Children's Day message, like a meme or a photo, what I did is I went to Google, typed in Children's Day in Chinese, went to Google Images, saved this picture. It was awesome. I shared it on my Instagram story. I also shared it on my Palfish teacher profile in the moment section as a quick picture upload. I went and just sent 30 messages to students. The 18 that I had yesterday, I think it was 18, might have been 17, but that's not so important. The important thing is that I sent out a message to all the students, even though they saw it yesterday in my lesson, but I want that reminder fresh. They just finished a lesson with me, and then the next morning they wake up and they see that Happy Children's Day, it's in English, it's in Chinese, and also the pinyin. The pinyin is like the alphabetic way of looking at the Chinese language without the characters. Now, another thing is, good morning in Chinese. A lot of people ask me how to do basic expressions and phrases in Chinese. Now, there's lots of resources on YouTube. That's basically how I started my journey with learning Chinese and practicing Chinese. And then I went all the way into working with some of the people on Palfish, free talk days. So, 早上好means good morning. Means good morning. Now, 我 means I, and 你 means you. So, 我是 Camden. 我是 Camden. 你是 James. So just little stuff like that will give you an inside scoop on how the Chinese language is and how your students are communicating. I want to say thanks to everybody supporting this channel. I sure do appreciate it. And it's up to you to make that student book their next lesson with you, because your job depends on it. If you're following my tips, especially the 5 money-making habits that I had put out last week, in that video right there, it sums everything up that you need to do on Palfish every day for 30 days. And if you follow those 5 money-making habits, then after 30 days, if you've applied those things, something great will happen, most likely before the 30 days, but something amazing is going to happen in your life and your teaching career. Today is Sunday, June 2nd. Tonight, 10:30 p.m. Beijing time, I'm doing a live stream with Rice James. He's going to be going through some questions with me, and then we're going to open up the floor, the interview, the live stream, for all the teachers out there to, ask me questions and ask Rice questions. So tons and tons of resources. There's no excuses why, you are not improving with what you want to do with your life. There's so many things out there online. There's so many things that you can do offline. That's why I keep putting out these videos. Why? Because if I stop, then I don't believe in myself. And the same goes for when people are posting on Palfish or social media or something that you're doing in your life that you're trying, doing your best to improve. You have to understand that these things take a very, very long time. I did not break $1,000 on Palfish until over 6 months into the application. There was no official kids course. It was all free talk, and you had to create a lot of lessons. Now things have evolved a lot on the Palfish, and you really need to rely on your online instruction. Your voice is incredibly critical to your success. It's a fact. If your voice is not good, then you need to get it really, really good. Because if you don't, then there's really no shot that you have. Because your voice is everything in the lesson. Yes, your background, your presentation, the way you look, your appearance, is it clean? You know, I have to say this too, because a lot of people are watching my videos and then they're asking me, why am I not getting more bookings? And then I look at their profile, and in the profile there's pictures of, like, you know, drinking alcohol and just some of the most inappropriate pictures that should never go on a family-friendly, teacher-friendly profile. You know, these are kids looking to have a lesson with the teacher. Actually, the parents are looking for a teacher for their kids, basically. You know, so the way you look has to say a lot. Now, my hair, I kind of have like wavy hair. So yes, I do need to shave. Look, as soon as this gets in 2 more days, the students kind of look at me funny and they're like, yeah, you need to shave, teacher. So again, in Thailand is the same thing. You don't see a lot of people with full grown out beards and, you know, like crazy long hair. I used to have really long hair. Okay. Now, you have, yeah, be yourself. But if you're not getting the results, you have to take a look at yourself. And you have to take a look at your profile, because a lot of these kids are young. Now, if you just want to teach high school, then it's a whole different ball game. You know, if you just want to do free talk with people who are 18 and over, it's a different world. But when you're dealing with kids ages 4 to 14, you know, even when I was doing a video chat with my mom was like, you need to trim up your hair. You would look so much better. You know, you're always online talking to kids, and parents want, you know, a teacher to be clean cut. And that's the truth, you know. I come from a very conservative family. And over here in Thailand and China, Japan, and, you know, typically they're very conservative. I shouldn't say Japan, I don't know, I've never been there. But Thailand and China, they're very conservative here. So the way that you look, it's going to reflect so much on how people look at you and your performance, your presentation, your appearance. So anyway, I got the red tea right here. I'm going to be doing some Instagram uploads, Instagram live stories, Facebook live streams. So if you want me to coach you, if you really want to get some one-on-one tutoring, then you got to be willing to reach out and be serious. A lot of people are out there to waste your time. Don't fall into the trap of people wasting your time with mindless comments and questions. Now, I have a level of empathy and compassion for people, absolutely, because I've been down and out. I'm new to things. But look, you got to learn how to navigate things yourself sometimes. You can't just ask a question every time you don't understand something. Use Google. If you don't understand something, use Google. And use your own common sense, or be willing to make a mistake and learn from it. You know, I think that's a little bit of like a pet peeve that I have with doing these teacher referrals is, you know, number one, the amount of people that actually use my link was great. And then 85% never even write back to me, never said, oh, I'm not interested, but thank you. Like, just simple common courtesy of online etiquette, it all comes back to you. Now, I've, you know, made lots of mistakes with online etiquette, but I'm 32 years old now, so I've been able to refine my message and to deliver it in a much better way. So all that has an effect on what you do every day. And you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself. And, you know, when you're an online instructor, you have to know where the student is at. I just had a really rough lesson with one student. I made mistakes. I should have put more effort and energy into some of the stuff that I was doing. I should have, before I said goodbye, get the parent to come in and explain what's going on with their son. You know, unit 11, lesson 5, and the boy still can't say my name is or how old he is. He's 9 years old. You know, I'm not saying like this is a make or break thing. Like, the kid can improve. Like, he's an intelligent young boy. I know from just, you know, having the 25-minute lesson with him. But students have to be willing to at least try, or at least open their mouth. And yeah, they're going to be shy, but you can't spoon feed every single line. And this was the first time that I've had a student like that especially for our first class. It was a brand new student, and I was a bit baffled because, okay, I saw, boom, Unit 11, Lesson 5, the kid should already have a pretty good a feeling of English, at least answering questions yes or no, but did not. So it was very confusing, and I was trying to figure out what was the best solution, because reading the sentences, if he can't understand what cow or dog or yes or no is, then reading the whole sentence is not going to be, super helpful or beneficial to him in that lesson. And I need to find out where that student is. Is he just unwilling to participate because he doesn't care, or is it that his English is really in need of some help? So all these things are running through my mind when I'm having a lesson like that. So, you're going to make mistakes. You can't have a perfect lesson every single time. There is no perfect lesson. And you can't allow yourself to get wrapped up in the previous lesson that didn't go the way you expected it to, because if you do, then you're going to carry that baggage into your next lesson. And that's something I really need to learn and have more patience, and to become a better instructor, and to be able to adapt more. Adaptability is the name of the game. When you're an online instructor and you're dealing with so many different types of students, you're going to have to learn how to differentiate between them and how to quickly adapt about what that student needs at that given moment. And then boom, what is the next slide? And boom, what is the next picture? How are you going to enhance the lesson? All these things you need to be thinking about. So tonight, Rice James and myself are doing a live stream on Zoom. If you have any questions about that, let me know. If you need some coaching with online teaching, let me know. I'm willing to start helping people for free, people who are actually serious, because I love taking people from one place in their life and bringing them up to a whole new level. It's something that just like coaching. It's a great feeling, and it's a win-win situation for everybody. My name is Camden Long. Hope you're having a great day. I'm always here to help you. So you have to be willing to reach out. And even if you sent me a comment one time or a question one time, maybe I didn't see it. I'm only human. You got to try 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Gary Vaynerchuk's team actually contacted me 2 years ago, or last year, I can't remember. Yeah, it was last year, in the early spring, 2018. And first time, nothing. Second time, nothing. And then when I hit the 5th time, I asked a very specific question. And then on the 5th time of commenting every day and asking that question, trying to stay up right when he's about to drop the next video or the next upload on Instagram, and then their team from Asia contacts me. So the people who are really seeking and persistent and got something to offer in terms of value and creativity, then your time will come. The universe is going to back you up. And the only way you can do that is by believing in yourself, self-confidence and self-esteem. That all starts outside of the classroom. How you take care of yourself, the food that you're choosing to eat, the water that you're drinking, the sunshine that you're getting, the air that you're breathing. All these things I'm like super obsessed about. I love nature. I love healthiness, healthy lifestyle, organic lifestyle, and all of that has a huge impact in my teaching. Maybe it's not for everybody, and that's something that you have to face the facts. So not everything is for everybody. Everybody has their own destiny. So anyway, I just really wanted to make this video to remind everybody to send a message to your students about Children's Day, which was June 1st. Send a meme, send a photo, anything, Happy Children's Day. It's all going to, when they see that, wow, the teacher really cares. And maybe you get an extra booking from it. It's worth your time, and you're not going to get paid to send all these messages. But again, it's the unpaid efforts that will go the longest way. And if you're not willing to do that, then other people are going to pass you by. And I've learned that the more things that I do out of my heart, it all comes back to me in a great way. I just wish that whoever's watching this video, wish I could have a one-on-one with you. I'd really like to make an impact and make a difference in your life, and not just these videos, but to go back and forth through conversation And hopefully that's what the Instagram and Facebook live streams can do. Believe in yourself. You can do it. You have to stay positive. You have to be willing to do things that other people are not willing to do. And it takes consistency. It takes persistence. It takes a lot of dedication and commitment. You got to be loyal to what you believe in. You have to be loyal to your vision and not allow yourself to be detoured by other people's comments and opinions and actions. And you have to learn to take control of your emotions and have self-control with things that you do, because the more self-control that you have, it's just going to impact, because when you have more self-control, most of the time you're making the right decision. And when you're doing something right, well, I believe in doing the right thing, because I don't like the feeling inside to know that I did something wrong, and then people call it karma, so I'll just say karma, but you don't want something to bite you in the butt later. And that's why the way you treat people, the way you talk to people, how you treat yourself is going to be a direct reflection of what happens in your own reality. And a lot of things are out there to test you. So don't lose your balance. This is Camden signing off. Sunday, June 2nd. Stay happy, stay healthy, and right here, stay wealthy. Thank you all so much. Make your students happy, remind them, update them, and keep going strong. Stay focused out there. Adios, amigos.